Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. I'm going to say this is going to be a 1-1 draw. What are you saying, Kemal?
1-0 Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, Sheffield Wednesday are not in the Premier League.
Say that again, Kemal.
Sheffield Hello everyone, welcome to Footballbrehz, a platform where we discuss, debate, banter each other. My name is the OS and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us, we have Arsenal fan Kemal, we have Chelsea fan Kadus, we have Liverpool fan Isha, and finally we have Spurs fan Ben. And with this week's show, what we want to do is we want to review the results of the opening games of the weekend, and we want to also preview the next games that are coming up this weekend. So before we do that, we want to make a special announcement.
Yo, what's up everyone? I'm Kemal, one of the Footballbrehz, and we want you to get involved with the discussions. So please follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Thank you guys. Peace.
Let's continue. So let's talk about some of the results that have happened this weekend. First one, let's go to Arsenal. Let's go to Kemal. Fulham v Arsenal. What was the score? 3-0 victors.
Damn right. You damn right. It's 3-0. 3-0.
Come on.
You know what's funny? No. Let me start.
Go.
Yeah? Because a few of them joke Brehz, yeah? You know who you are. We're saying Arsenal going to lose. Are you guys mad? Lose, you know, first game of the season.
I predicted a win.
Yeah, so did I. I predicted 2-0, but you know, we done the damn thing and got 3.
Fair
That's
enough.
why we're top of the league.
Alright.
Yo, you mans, who's top of the league?
Relax. Let me ask you a question. Come
On top. Ooh.
Alright. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Arsenal performance was Arsenal being very good, or do you think it was Fulham being very bad?
No, Arsenal were being good.
Okay.
Were you mad? Did you watch the game?
So you have nothing, you don't think it has anything to do with the opposition you guys played? It's just a question. I want to know what you guys feel.
Fulham created no chances. I think they had two crosses in the box. They were terrible.
Yeah.
Going forward. Terrible.
Quick question.
Yep.
Was it Arsenal not allowing them, or was it Fulham being that bad?
They found space. Found space.
You know what? I have to agree with Isha because I think it was a little bit of both. I think Arsenal did play very good. I thought Arsenal had a great game. Their game plan worked to perfection. But I also think Fulham also weren't that strong. Like, let's be real. Like, you're going to get tougher challenges. I'm not taking anything away. You still did...
Well, you are a little bit.
No. I mean, come on. Let's be real. You played Fulham.
Bruv, just give them the reality.
It doesn't matter who you play. You can only beat what's in front of you.
Exactly.
We had Fulham. We got the 3 points. We scored 3 goals. The goals were incredible. Can I just touch on Gabriel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man hasn't played for 5 months.
Yeah, for sure.
Hasn't played.
And
for
he
5
almost
months.
cost you a goal right at the beginning.
He did.
Yes, because hold on. Was the person talking the one that got? Please don't talk. Yeah?
Wow.
At the beginning he was a little bit shaky, yeah, but then he got into the game. Remember, he doesn't actually speak English either, so the communication skills. Anyway, William, thank you, Kadus, for that bad boy whipped in a goal.
Come on, don't get gassed about William though.
Yeah, I was going to say, no way. No, let him.
Come on,
Please.
Come on.
I got 2 assists.
You were the one,
Let
Kemal.
Kemal shot all the gas. First game, let him get all the gas out, bro.
No. But Kemal was the one that got gassed about Mkhitaryan when he got the 3 assists. And what happened to Mkhitaryan after that? So give it time. Give it time.
Level. Someone's been delaying in the Premiership for 7 years. That one came and it's been a flop.
But
Mourinho.
let's give respect to Arsenal though. Arsenal did do the business. They got it done. Top of the league right now. So
Banyans goal was incredible. It's becoming a trademark.
No, fuck that shit. The problem with Arsenal fans, right, is that the smallest victory will have you guys thinking that you are on top of the world.
That's true.
And then the loss will bring you guys crashing back down to earth. You guys are bipolar. Like, you can't make a mind that 1 minute they're the best club in the world.
Just to let them in it. Let them.
No,
Okay,
man. One minute you love him, next minute you hate him. One minute, he's good.
Let's move on.
Come January, these man will say Arteta
Oh my
out.
God.
I guarantee.
Yeah, watch.
Okay, there's a lot of talk. You know what's funny? The person who's talking didn't get 3 points.
All right.
Everyone else has got 3
All right.
points apart from OS because they ain't played yet. But shh, Okay, cool.
Fair enough. Let's move on from this.
Kadus got 3 points.
Let's move on from this.
Liverpool got 3 points.
Listen to
All
what I said.
right.
Everybody else.
Guys. Let's move on. We don't have all day for that. One thing we will say though, Fulham need to fix up big time if they want to survive the Premier League this season. Like they need to shore up quick time. But anyway, let's go to the next game, which was I think the best game of the weekend. Liverpool V Leeds, 4-3 Liverpool victors. And Isha, remember in the last podcast that we had, we did say that Liverpool, there were a few weaknesses in the team right now. And we had the discussion in the group. What do you feel? Do you still feel as comfortable or confident as you was last time? Because boy, Leeds came out at you guys, and that was a cracker. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like it was a tale of two stories. Like the first story was the fact that Liverpool could not defend to save their lives all game. The organisation is terrible, but it wasn't just our back line. I felt like our midfield that normally protects the back line really well had way too many spaces in the gaps, and they weren't closing the space well enough. And I started to notice that the way that Bielsa set up was really, really damn good, and we couldn't press the guy in midfield. Good. You know that ginger guy. Forgive me for not knowing his name, but he was picking up some very nice spaces, and I was like, okay, we need to close him down. And they were playing for our press really, really well, so they started picking out a lot of spaces, and it didn't look good. It didn't look good.
Liverpool suspect, bro.
Let's be real. Hold on. I think like what Ish is saying is taken away from Leeds' strategy.
100%.
You know.
That's what I meant. The way they set up was amazing.
He did say it was good.
Yeah.
He did say their setup was good.
Yo, I don't know if anyone watched Match of the Day 2 yet, but Jermaine Genius did a sick analysis of that game.
I heard that, yeah.
And I was mind blown, fam. I was like, rah. I was just like, bruv, they did it at least 4 or 5 times, the same move, and fucked up Liverpool.
Bruv, I said I'll repeat, I said in the last podcast, Leeds are going to be a madness because of their manager. Because of their manager, they're going to press. They're going to be fine this season. They're not going back down.
Oh, they're staying up. Yeah, for sure. I think they're staying up.
For me to play, I play devil's advocate, bro. I play devil's advocate. I think the way that they play is amazing. They had like the centre backs were so high. They were more or less in Liverpool's box, but they conceded 4 goals.
That's true.
We can look at that. They missed Ben White. Ben White was probably the key to their defense last season. Hopefully that new guy's going to fill in his boots, but if they don't sort out that defense, then they're going to concede a lot of goals, and that may be.
But they're an attacking team. I think their strategy is to score more goals than their opponent.
But we're in the Premier League. We're not the Championship.
I know. But again, the other good point that I thought about Kadus was Norwich did the same thing. They came fire blazing. But once we figured out their style of play, that was it. So Leeds, are they a one-trick pony? Is this it? Is this the strategy?
I don't think so. I think Leeds will do okay. They've got an amazing manager, but like I've said, their defense is always going to be suspect. And we're in the Premier League now, and we've got players that can hurt them. So I think it really depends how they can show up in the back.
That penalty they gave away was
but to add on to what Kadus is saying though, I think you can't do that every game to be as open as they are, and they will learn that very quick. Yeah. But they're also not going to play Liverpool every week too. They're going to play worse teams than Liverpool. So we're going to see what happens.
Can I have a question for you, please?
Yeah.
What's going on with Van Dijk?
You know what? It's not
$1 million question.
It's not just Van Dijk, it's the whole defense. For me, Van Dijk, I know Jim McCarthy said that he didn't like it, but there was this air of arrogance about him. Like, we've won the Premier League. He's an arrogant defender anyway. He just takes the piss out of people. And he got caught slipping. It was one of them. I don't think he's declined in his performance.
Yeah, he got bare arrogant after he scored, bruv.
Yeah, I feel like he had that, but I like that. That's the thing that I like about him. It's just that every now and again, if he does that once a season, I'm calm because the performances he puts in, I'll take that.
Yeah.
But he should have passed that back to the keeper or cleared it. There's no way he should have been trying to
pass that from what about for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Well, there's no point getting into details of all their players because their defense, as you can see, one by one, they're not functioning right now. But at least the most important thing, though, is they got the 3 points. I think that's what that matters, especially in the first game of the season. Everybody's up for it. You know, you need those 3 points. Talking about 3 points, let's go to Spurs. Spurs played against Everton.
Can we talk about Chelsea first, innit?
Everton 1,
team.
Spurs 0. What happened then? That's all I can say. What happened?
Dead food.
Midfield. That's what
Dead
happened.
food. That's what I'm
Midfield.
saying.
What do you mean dead food? You
Bro.
was confident in the last game, bro. Don't say dead food now. You said you man's were gonna win.
Why is this guy not let me finish? Bruv, I was respectful enough to let you finish. Shut your mouth, innit? Listen,
You weren't, but it's fine. It's fine.
I was, bruv. What are you talking about?
All right,
Go
all
back
right,
and do the video.
All right, let's continue.
Shut
Let's
up.
continue.
Listen.
Ben, go.
Listen. Dead food, innit? Like I said in a group chat, but anyway, people didn't know. Spurs didn't play the style of play that they were playing during the preseason. Reason being simple: Kane jumped in the squad. Kane didn't play preseason. Kane don't do pressing. Okay, you could see that. I watched the game. Yeah, that pissed Son off. That pissed Mora off. Son didn't want to pass the ball to Kane no more.
Yeah,
after that,
it's madness.
but
So
it was
Kane is
just
the weakest
beef.
link in Tottenham.
But for
yeah?
me, it's not just that. For me, there's a lot more other things. Like Jose, I don't know what he's doing. Man took off Ali. You guys were actually more creative. in the first half than the
Don't
second.
even start me
You
on that.
were.
Don't even start.
You were.
Yeah, listen. Ali should have stayed on.
Yeah.
Okay, we should have taken if we're 1-0 down, we should have taken Winks off and put another attacking midfielder because we've got plenty of options on that. So I don't see why. Sissoko went to right back.
That was weird.
Because
Oh my
question.
days.
Doherty
why
was
didn't
doing
he
all
start?
right.
Yeah.
Huh?
yeah.
Why didn't he start?
Who?
Sissoko.
Sissoko. That's what I mean. Like, okay, if Sissoko didn't start, take Winks out and put Sissoko on. Do you know what I mean? It just didn't make sense. Then we brought Ndombele back on. So I'm like, okay, you brought Sissoko on. You took Ali off for attacking one, and then you brought Ndombele back on, and he's not really attacking midfielder. Do you know what I mean? It's
Ben, it's gonna be a long season for you, brother.
allow me.
Like me and Kadus know more than anybody. With Jose, when it's not there, it's gonna be a long season for you. I'm just saying.
Spurs fans were gassed.
Strap on.
Spurs fans
Strap
were
on.
I thought
gassed.
he was gonna bring in
Spurs
trophies.
fans were like, "Oh my God, we're going to win trophies."
Listen, I'm still optimistic. I'm still have some
Crazy.
sort of belief because let me explain why. Let me
He's
explain
never
why.
won anything.
I've seen all or nothing. I've seen all or nothing.
Because if there's any truth in what Jose was saying after the match, post-match, and it's all about fitness and players actually putting in the shift,
Yeah.
then I'm optimistic. Maybe it is that, and every player needs to be on it. So we'll see.
It's not that. It's
Okay,
not that.
fair enough.
Do you know? Can I just quickly say?
Even though we're talking about Spurs, we have to give the utmost respect to the midfield of Everton.
Thank
Alan,
Please.
Thank
Alan.
you.
Alan, flipping Rodriguez, and who was the third one?
Decore.
Decore.
These
He
three
was,
guys,
yeah.
they dominated that
They
midfield.
bullied us.
Yeah.
Midfield.
And
That's
Everton-
why you lost. That's why you lost the game. That midfield
They
is
should
one
have
of the
lost
better
3-0.
midfields in the Premier
We didn't have a
League.
midfield. we
No,
were pinging the ball
Isha,
forward.
I know.
no. I don't believe. No, Tottenham created chances. The issue with Tottenham was you were lethargic. You weren't moving the ball quick enough. You weren't pressing.
But there
Harry
was
Kane
no-
didn't even look.
there was no
Harry
style.
Kane looked disjointed.
There was no
Harry Kane wanted ball to feet all the time, and this is what
Son made all
pisses
the
me
wrong
off.
decisions.
That's his
It
game.
was just.
Anyway,
I
anyway,
remember when you said Harry Kane's better than Aubameyang.
Anyway, that's another story. That's another story.
Gosh.
but anyway,
Fast
that's
forward.
another discussion.
Fast
It's not a
forward.
discussion. We don't need to talk
With-
about that ever again.
With Everton, I think Everton are going to have their season looks promising. Spurs'
Yeah.
season, we don't know right now. So let's see what
Injury
happens.
permitting.
And let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the last game that we can just talk about. Brighton v Chelsea. Chelsea have got their first victory, finished 3-1, right? Because we just recorded as the game was playing. So it looks
3-1,
like
yeah.
they won 3-1. Great victory. Chelsea didn't look as amazing as some of us were expecting. Maybe not Chelsea fans, but some of us were like, oh, all these new signings, we're about to see some madness. They didn't look like that. Werner looked very, very good. And
Yep.
there's positive signs with him. So let's go to Kadus. Kadus, how are you feeling right now? 3-1. It wasn't great, but you got the job done. How do you feel?
I feel good, man. I feel good. Reason being, with Chelsea, I knew that it was going to be a while for us to gel. Pulisic was missing. We missed him. Loftus Cheek. He was out of it this game. He was the weakest link.
Yeah.
The game transformed when Barkley came on. Havertz. I'm seeing those small parts of his greatness, but again, he's only been in the country training for a week.
Yeah.
So we need to give him a bit of time. Selection by Lampard was a bit suspect for me, but you know, at the same time, it also shows that we can win games even though we've been playing crap. And to be honest with you, we've had a lot of games last season where we played terribly, and normally we would have been that we would have lost that game last season. But the fact that we were able to come back, Reece James was phenomenal this game. Defensively,
for me, it was clear. Like, you looked at the game, and the weakness that Chelsea had was Alonso, left back, and then you also had a goalkeeper, Kepa, clearly, and Loftus-Cheek didn't have a great game as well. Already, you guys strengthen in those positions. You know what I mean? You've got Pulisic that is going to come back. You've got Chilwell that's going to go into that left back, and then you're going to have a new goalkeeper too. So.
Ziyech.
Yeah, and Ziyech is coming back. Silva. So Chelsea, I think, we still got a lot to see from Chelsea.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. And you know what? Defensively, we were pretty solid. I mean, there were times where we were a bit shifty, but in terms of how we actually handled the game, we were well. Zuma was phenomenal as per.
Yeah.
Christensen actually had a good game. He had a really critical block actually in the second half.
Yeah.
I can see us slowly coming together. I just think we just need a bit more time, a few more matches, because our pre-season was really janky. But we should start to see a few changes coming up. But Loftus-Cheek, I'm a little bit upset that he hasn't really come back into it. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Fair enough. Okay, well, that was the games that happened that we're going to discuss. Let's move on now to the fixtures and the games that are coming. And the first game we'll talk about is Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal v West Ham. Arsenal coming off a convincing win in their previous game. West Ham don't look good. What happened to West Ham? They look like a madness right now. But for Arsenal, that doesn't matter. All they want to do, keep momentum, keep that going. Kemal, how do you feel going into this game?
Well, I feel confident. It's another London derby. Obviously, it's going to be difficult, but keep the same team, and I feel very confident.
So you would keep the same team? You wouldn't change anything? You have El Nene in there, you keep everything?
Well, what's the point of changing when we just won the last game? So,
I agree.
Fair enough.
Keep it.
And you got a week gap.
Sorry?
You've got a week gap as well, so like you got a week between games.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it. I'm happy.
Okay,
what's the point? Like I said, we won, so keep that winning formation.
Are you worried about West Ham? Are you worried? Who do you think from West Ham could cause you problems?
I think in the middle, I think Declan Rice will be good. It's a player who I wanted at Arsenal.
Go on, sorry.
I also think, what's the Brazilian brother's name?
For West Ham?
Their striker, yeah.
And Antonio's their striker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nah, he's left wing, I think.
No, he plays up
front. No, but Antonio
Felipe Anderson or something?
No, Antonio.
Felipe Anderson. Yeah.
Felipe Anderson.
But Antonio plays up front for them, though.
Yeah. I think he'll be.
But Anderson has been a bit sketchy lately, though.
Yeah.
So he didn't start last game.
Exactly. For me, Antonio is the problem. I think that's who you have to stop. Declan Rice, I feel like his head might have got turned from Chelsea. That's what I feel. Yeah.
I feel he's gonna want to prove himself.
Okay.
If people are looking at him, he's gonna want to prove himself, put in a good performance against a top team, top of the league, and but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yes.
We're gonna go to the next game. Finally, Manchester United are going to have their first game of the season against Crystal Palace at home. To be honest, I don't know what to expect with that game because only this week have all the players trained together. Only this week. They started today, I think. So they've got like two, 3 training sessions together before the game. But to be honest, even with that, I think we should still have enough to beat Palace. Like we should still, everybody is there. There's nobody
Are you sure?
missing.
Did you see Palace's game, fam? They look alright.
They do. But we're playing at home, and with the players that we have, the only thing I can say is fitness and all of this. But it's the same with everybody. Everybody's having the same problems with not having a good pre-season. So I don't want to use that as an excuse. At the end of the day, look at our players versus the players of Palace. There's no way we can say, Palace should be able to live
always
up
play
to
well
we should beat Palace. We beat them away 2-0 just before the Premier League finished last time. And that was not too long ago.
Yeah.
Did you see OS?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, sorry. Did you see your? You guys had a pre-season friendly, I think, last week, and you guys played Aston Villa.
Yes.
I didn't watch it, but I was watching.
Go on.
Yeah, I was watching United stand, and they were saying there was a lot of poor performances. So I just wanted to get your takes. I didn't watch the game.
I watched that. That's why I'm a bit wary because I watched that game, but we had 8 first teamers missing from that game. You know, none of the eight of them. The only first teamers that played in that game, I would say Van der Beek, who actually looked good in the game. He was the only, I would say, positive in the game. And Mengi when he came on. But no one else. Rashford played. Rashford didn't look too good still. So I don't know what's going on with Rashford, man. Which is really scary. McTominay looked okay. So I don't really know what's going to happen, to be honest. Lingard, Pereira, all those Brehz played. You know what I mean? And they're not going to play this week.
Because I don't think Greenwood will start with everything that's going on.
He's starting. Greenwood is
sure? I think he will. I think he will. He's so important.
I think Ollie's the type of manager that's going to put his arm around him. Yeah, he's going to start for sure. Because we don't have anyone who's going to start on that right side. You're going to put Lingard or Mata. That's not going to work. So we'll see what happens. But I won't say I'm confident. You don't know what's going to happen first game of the season. But we should get a result against Palace. That's all I can say. So let's see what happens. If we don't, then we're going to be the banter on next week's podcast. So we'll see what happens with that. I would say the player that I'm most worried about is Zaha, of course. That's the guy who's going to lead. He wants to leave Palace, and he's trying everything he can right now to prove that he's good enough.
He was awesome in last game. Man.
So I'm worried about him. So we'll see. So let's go to the next game. We'll talk about Tottenham. Can Tottenham come back from the horror that happened in the previous game?
No,
you guys
can't.
Nah. You guys are away to Southampton.
No, we can. Obviously, we can. We've got a good record against Southampton, so I don't see why not.
You have a good record against Everton.
No, we don't. Everton has always been that weird one. So shut your mouth, innit? But I think we'll be alright.
That's a lie.
You're incorrect actually about that. That's the first time they beat you in, I think, 5 years at your stadium. So
exactly.
Please.
Please. Fact check.
It doesn't take away the fact that I was saying Southampton, we got a good record. So I think we're gonna fix up, and I think we'll be alright.
Okay, who you worried about? Southampton, Ings, of course. Ings
obviously, Ings, but he didn't. I'm worried about all the four forwards from that team because they've got pace. They got mad pace. So
Jose looks stressed right now, though, Brian. Jose looks stressed right now.
I think Jose just needs to kick their asses and just say, "Yo, play with intensity." And if we do, then we'll be all right. That's the thing. So
fair enough.
Our new signing would want to prove a point going back to his old club. So
that's true. Would you make a change in any of the lineup that you had before to start the game?
Not to start. To start, I think is fine. Actually, Winks. Take Winks out. Because there's no point us having two defensive.
But is Winks defensive? I thought Winks was more creative than defensive.
That's what I thought.
I'm confused what his role is.
Nah,
he doesn't even know what his role is.
He's a centre mid. He's a generic centre mid. That's what Winks is. And I don't think we need that. Not when we have Hobier there.
Yeah.
I think we need someone who's more creative, like Lo Celso. So if Lo Celso can come back, please.
Fair enough. Let's go to the biggest game of the week, the massive game. Chelsea v Liverpool. Oh my days! I'm so excited for that game. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be a banger.
Let's take it to Kadus first. Kadus. Both teams have come from a win. Both teams, their wins were not that convincing, I would say, but they still got the job done. How do you think this is going to play out?
I can sense that Lampard is saving a lot of players for Liverpool because Azpilicueta was bench. Obviously, he's just come back from an injury. I have a feeling he's going to be starting. Pulisic wasn't there, so he's going to be starting. So I feel that we will be okay. Just watching today, it wasn't necessarily that we were bad. You can just tell that just the cogs weren't turning, and there was a few players. So I feel I can only hope. I know Liverpool have got 2 extra days. Yeah. But I should only hope that we should have some time.
We're dashing that in there, innit?
Ooh, put that in there.
Do
you think Pulisic will be back for that?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope so. For my fantasy team.
I hope so. But I haven't heard anything there. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm still. It's going to be a bit more open. I was hoping to see more of a definitive victory this evening, but I still think that we could. We'll be up for it. I think we'll be
You
up for it.
man
Lampard will
can't
make sure we're
afford a slow start against Liverpool.
No way, exactly. But then again, it depends on what Liverpool turns up to as well. So good. Taking that point, let's go to Isha. Isha, how are you feeling going into that game? Because this is away for you guys, so
Yeah,
there's no
the bridge.
fans. But how do you feel?
The bridge is always tough for us. It's always tough, and because it's such a small pitch, it's easier for Chelsea to close us down, especially in midfield. So we need a big game from Naby Keita because he's supposed to be like the press resistant guy. Him and Ronaldo very press resistant, so we need a big game from them too, I think. I don't know how we're going to line up. It might be one of them comes out for... In fact, knowing Klopp, Keita comes out, then Jordan goes in there with Ronaldo and Fabinho to make that hard block. Knowing him, that's his go-to for them big games. But watching Chelsea today gave me hope because I was starting to get a little bit worried. The one that I was watching is Kai Havertz because that number 10 position is where Liverpool sometimes can fall a bit short defensively. When they get that space between the lines, we don't close it down so well if you beat our press. And Chelsea is really good at beating our press.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is Kovacic. So, Kadus, is Kovacic all right? Is he going to play or what? I hate that guy.
He
He always turns
today,
up against us, but I hate
Play
him.
next week.
Yeah. It's gonna be a different Chelsea.
I'm telling you, a different Chelsea is going to be showing up. A different Chelsea is showing up that game. I can assure you.
It's going to be a better
because
performance.
if Pulisic comes back, he's going to go onto the flank, and I'm sure, and then you're going to bring in Havertz in the middle, and then he's going to feel more confident there. It's going to be a cracker, man. Two of these teams coming together, they're both going to attack. It's going to be who really has a poorer defense. Well, a poorer defense.
The last game was
Salah will be on it. I think like watching Salah, he was the guy. He kind of took the game on, and I think he always has a good game against Chelsea. So I'm hoping Azpilicueta starts. He could be the main factor for Liverpool. I feel.
The last game was 5-4, wasn't it?
What's that, Kemal?
The last score was 5-4.
5-4.
5-3.
5-3. Yeah, we were coming back and you scored. Yeah.
Would you guys change anything in your lineups from the teams that started at the
yes.
weekend? Yes. Go on, Kadus. What were you gonna do?
I love him.
Cheek is going,
I love him, but Loftus-Cheek, I'm sorry, man. The thing was when Lampard started him this evening, I thought, okay, I saw him in pre-season. He didn't look good at all.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe he showed something in training, and he should just show me the exact same thing. I don't want to slate him because I love the guy, but but Kovacic would be back, so it will be him and Kante, I believe, anyway.
Fair enough. And then that's the only change you would make?
Yeah, obviously Pulisic. I'd want Havertz to be in the middle because on the right he's having to run back and forth, and I don't think he's fully fit yet. But when he gets his fitness back, we'll see.
Fair enough. And Isha, how about for Liverpool?
For me, I'll take out Naby Keita. I'll put Henderson in. So have like a Wijnaldum, Henderson, Fabinho midfield because I want Liverpool to dominate that midfield, bully Kai Havertz, bully them into making mistakes, get the lead, and then later down the line, bring Naby Keita in when they're a bit more tired to break the lines. That I feel like is the best way. I would have said the same thing with Ox, but he's injured, where later down the line, you tire them out and then you get through the lines with someone pacey. But I feel like this is the type of game where we need to bully them early on, dominate midfield physically, because Chelsea is very physical, and then bring on a Naby Keita in the 60th minute and get between the lines and get that second or third goal and kill the game. So for me, that's what I want to see.
No, because that's it's 2-0. So that's if
goal.
that you won't be scoring, but it's 2-0.
Wow. Okay. No predictions yet.
Boy.
Okay.
I'm not even going to put a score on that. I'm going to wait.
I can't
Next podcast,
wait
we're gonna
for the
talk
next
about
That's what I'm
podcast.
saying. This is gonna be a banger. This game. Okay. Before we Chelsea versus Liverpool is always a good game, always. So that's why I'm excited about this. So before we get to the score predictions, we're gonna give you another special announcement.
Hello everyone, this is the OS speaking, and we want you to join the discussion. Please follow us on all of our social media platforms. That's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and make sure you subscribe, like, and follow.
Score predictions, like we did last week. Quick fire. Don't talk about your life. Don't want to hear about why.
Yeah,
all
Isha.
of that. Boom. Okay, let's get straight to the point. Everton v West Brom. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say 2-0 Everton. Kemal.
2-0 Everton.
Whoa. Okay. Kadus.
Copycat.
3-0 Everton.
Whoa. Okay. Ben.
Fuck's sake. 3-0 Everton.
I'm swearing, man.
And Isha.
Kadus, you swore at the beginning. 2-1 Everton.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go to the next game. Leeds versus Fulham. I'm gonna say 2-1 Leeds. What are you gonna say, Kemal?
2-0 Leeds.
2-0 Leeds. Okay. Ben, what are you saying?
I think Fulham will score a goal 2-1.
Okay. Kadus?
I was going to say 2-0. 2-0 Leeds.
Okay. And Isha?
2-0 Leeds.
2-0 Leeds. Okay, let's go to Manchester United v Crystal Palace. First game for Man United. I'm going to say 2-1 Manchester United. What are you saying, Kemal?
I concur. 2-1.
2-1. Okay, Ben?
Yeah, same 2-1.
Okay, Kadus?
I'm going to be the bad guy here, but I think 2-1 Crystal Palace.
Fair enough. Isha?
1-1. Draw.
1-1. Okay. Let's go to next game, or last game of Saturday. Arsenal v West Ham. I'm going to go first. I'm going to say 3-0 Arsenal. Come on, what are you saying?
Ooh, go on. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0.
Okay. Ben, what are you saying?
Do I have to do this?
You do have to do it, bro.
Oh, something's going to come.
Fuck's sake. 3-1 Arsenal.
All right. Kadus?
2-1 Arsenal. Why does Kemal get gassed when people
Kadus,
say
what
Arsenal
did you
going to
say?
win?
What did you
2-1. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Isha?
2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. Let's go to Sunday. Southampton v Tottenham. I'm gonna stick more faith. I'm gonna say 2-1 Tottenham. What are you saying, Kemal?
1-1 draw.
Whoa. Ben, what are you saying?
1-0 Spurs.
1-0 Spurs. Kadus, what are you saying?
2-1
Oh,
Southampton.
Wait. Isha, I'm assuming you're saying the same? 2-1
2-1, bro. Southampton.
Whoa. Okay.
That would be good.
Danny
Sorry,
ain't
Ben.
from the score
Sorry,
sheet,
Ben.
mate.
I was on your boat. Sorry, bruv. Let's go to the next game. Newcastle.
nah, you ain't on my boat, bruv. Allow that.
Newcastle v
You're on a
Brighton.
nothing boat.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Newcastle. What are you saying, Kemal?
That's a good score, but I'm going to say 2-1.
Okay, Ben.
Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle.
Okay, Kadus.
Oof.
It's a good game, this one.
Yeah, 2-2. I'm going to have to go for a draw.
Okay. Isha.
2-1 Newcastle.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna go to the next game, which is the big one. Oh no, let's keep the big one to the end. Let's go to Leicester versus Burnley. I'm gonna say 2-0 Leicester. What are you saying, Kemal?
2-0 Leicester.
Okay, Ben.
Why are they so similar, man? 2-0 Leicester.
Okay, Kadus.
1-0 Burnley.
Boy, Isha.
Well, that would be a shock.
3-0 Leicester.
3-0 Leicester. 3-0.
Against
You
Burnley.
You think Burnley are gonna win?
Against Burnley.
Bruv, did you see Leicester in their last match?
Jeez.
I
They
said
died. Harry
3-0
Barnes died,
Leicester.
mate.
He said 3-0 Leicester. He said 3-0 Leicester.
Yeah.
So let's go to Monday. Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 1-1 draw. What are you saying, Kemal?
1-0 Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, Sheffield Wednesday are not in the
Say
Premier
again.
League.
Say that again, come on.
Yeah.
Sheffield
Come on, what
Wednesday
did
are
you
not in the Premier League.
Come on, what did you say?
Sheffield Wednesday, bruv. Aren't they playing
Come on,
MK
what did you
Dons?
say?
United.
Okay. Just check it. What was the score that you said, Kemal?
1-0.
1-0 to
Sheffield United. Sheffield
Okay.
United.
Okay. How about you, Ben?
Yeah, 1-0 Sheffield United.
Okay. Kadus?
The same 1-0 Sheffield United. United, not
Isha?
Wednesday. Come on.
1-0 Sheffield United.
Yeah, perfect. I think I gave my prediction. I said 1-1. Okay. And then
To who? 1-1 to who? Sorry, OS, I didn't hear you.
1-1
Did you say
to
1-1 to who?
Well, sorry, 1-1. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Wow.
Oh my God, Ben.
Wow.
This is what happens when we film late.
Ben just took Kemal's howler.
Bob needs to, he needs to go sleep, bro.
I should have said against who? Found my eyes.
Only with a podcast, yeah.
Wolves. All right, Wolves versus Manchester City. Manchester City's first game of the season. I'm gonna say 2-0 Manchester City. What are you saying, Kemal?
2-1 Manchester City.
What are you saying, Ben?
3-1 Manchester City.
What are you saying, Kadus?
3-2 Manchester City.
Okay, Isha, what are you saying?
I'm going 2-2 to Manchester City.
That was sick. All right, and let's go to the last game. Chelsea versus Liverpool. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say Liverpool are gonna take this 2-1.
I hope
Come
Chelsea
on.
give you that $1, bro.
Come on, what are you saying?
2-2 draw.
2-2. Ben, what are you saying?
Well, sorry, what game are we on now?
Are you serious, bruv? Chelsea versus Liverpool.
Oh, my
Why is he
days,
even
Ben.
in the podcast, man?
Ben.
He's a waste Brehz. Team's dead. What is
come
he
on,
doing
Ben.
here?
Result.
1-1 Chelsea. Fuck you.
1-1 Chelsea. Okay. Kadus.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 to the Chelsea.
Wow. So you're
he's
going to
not
keep a
gonna
clean
enjoy this.
sheet. Jeez. Isha, what
Are
you
you
say?
sure? Salah
He's
just had a hat
keeper.
trick.
He's mad. And
He's
you know
not
they're
gonna
going to get a
enjoy this.
penalty somehow, so boy.
Okay, Isha,
Hey,
what you say?
Kadus, you have a chance to redeem yourself. Change it, bro.
Nah, man. I
He's
live by the
confident.
sword, die by the sword, bro.
He's confident. Isha. 3-1? Is that what you're saying? Whoa, okay.
3-1
That's-
Liverpool.
I mean, that could...
What, 3-1
That
Chelsea?
could happen.
They won
That could
Liverpool.
happen.
You
3-1
waste, man.
Liverpool, that could happen. That's crazy. It's going to be exciting to see that game. Well, here you go, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Footballbrehz. We hope you enjoyed the content that we gave you today. It's going to be interesting to see these games that are coming up, especially the Chelsea-Liverpool one. It's going to be interesting to see United's first game, and it's going to be interesting to see whether Spurs can pick up a win or whether Arsenal can continue their momentum as well. So it's
Arsenal at the top
interesting
of the
games
league.
coming up. Please make sure to subscribe,
Let's
make sure
stay in
you
it.
like, make sure you follow all of our social platforms, and we'll keep bringing you more content. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Tottenham are getting relegated.